Well, hello, this is Emrys from CruiseHive.com. We've got a major cruise news update for you with more ship restarts, and yes, some Carnival ships are going to have to remain on hold even longer. Here we go then with another busy week of cruise news across all the major cruise lines, and there is another Carnival cruise ship resuming operations today as I'm recording this, and that's going to be from the cruise capital of the world. We've also got news on Royal Caribbean, MSC Cruises, Virgin Voyages and Princess Cruises. So much happening. And just before we get started, do post a comment below to add your view on any of the news stories, and feel free to like and subscribe to the channel on YouTube. Alright, without further delay, let's get started. Carnival Freedom is restarting operations out of Miami, Florida on October 9th, and the ship becomes the 12th ship in the fleet to do so. The vessel's first return voyage will be an 8-day Eastern Caribbean itinerary that will include calls at St. Martin, St. Thomas, San Juan, and finally Amber Cove. The long-awaited cruise on the Carnival Freedom will also have 3 days at sea with a return to Miami, the cruise capital of the world, on October 17th. The ship joins Carnival Horizon, which resumed cruises from Miami in July, and Carnival Sunrise, which resumed cruises out of Miami in August. Sister ship Carnival Conquest will also restart sailings from the city on December 13th, 2021. Well, we've all been talking about Virgin Voyages for so long, for many years now. But only now has the cruise line been able to actually begin guest operations from port to Miami. Yes, the first ship built for the cruise line, LiQWYD, finally started cruises from the port on October 6. Following the vessel's summer UK staycations, LiQWYD is now sailing 4 and 5 night Caribbean itineraries. The ship will have a huge variety of cruises available in the coming months. 4-night Bahamas cruises will call in Nassau and Bimini, and other cruises include 5-night Riviera Maya cruises to Cozumel, Mayan Soul voyages to Costa Maya, and Dominican voyages to Puerto Plata. As most already know, Virgin Voyages is for adults only, and currently guests must be fully vaccinated to cruise. The ship is 110,000 gross tons and has space for 2,770 passengers, along with 1,160 international crew members. As expected, Carnival Cruise Line released an update on ships set to restart in 2022. As Carnival pushes forward on resuming operations, additional time is needed to bring the entire fleet back to service, and as a result, 5 vessels in total are to remain on hold into 2022, a little bit longer than expected. So Carnival Sunshine will now resume cruises from Charleston on January 13th, 2022, starting with a 4-day Bahamas itinerary. Carnival Liberty, which just recently received its new livery, will resume from Port Canaveral on February 11th, 2022. Also, 3 additional ships will resume in 2022, including the Carnival Ecstasy from Jacksonville, Carnival Paradise from Tampa, and Carnival Sensation from Mobile. Sailings for all 3 Fantasy class vessels are cancelled through February 2022, so those ships are going to have to wait just a little bit longer until they can resume guest operations. There is also an update on the 2 Carnival cruise ships that are based out of Australia, with no word yet on when the cruise industry down under can reopen. Carnival Splendor cruises from Sydney are cancelled through February 7th, 2022, and Carnival Spirit cruises from Brisbane are cancelled through February 20th, 2022. If you've ever gone through the process of booking a cruise on Royal Caribbean, you've likely seen the additional extras available for purchase before you sail. Think tours, drink packages, and an optional program called The Key. So the Key program, which guests can purchase access to during the booking process, has received some updates. One of the most significant changes is guests get complimentary room service for the duration of the cruise and 25% off onboard dining purchases. Guests with Key access get priority access in the terminal within booked arrival time on day 1. Previously, this was a priority check-in pre-pandemic. On debarkation day, a special grab-and-go breakfast bag and choice departure is available. This was previously a la carte breakfast. So the Key was introduced some years ago, and you can think of it as a fast pass with some extra benefits. For a daily fee, which you will need to pay on a per person basis, the cost can range between $19.99 and $37.99 per person per day. You can check the full list of benefits over on cruisehive.com. The MSC flagship MSC Seashore will have its naming ceremony at the cruise line's private island, Ocean Cay MSC Marine Reserve in the Bahamas. Sophia Loren is known most for her acting work, yet she also writes history in other areas. The actress will be naming her 16th MSC cruise ship, MSC Seashore, on November 18th, 2021. So the ship will sail from Miami on November 17th on a special one-time christening voyage. Festivities will be held on board the ship and ashore. The vessel will remain overnight in the Bahamas while guests enjoy a gala dinner celebrating the newest vessel in the MSC fleet. Sounds very exciting indeed. MSC Seashore will then begin regular cruises on November 20th. The new vessel will be sailing her inaugural 7-night cruise from Miami to Cozumel, Mexico, Montego Bay in Jamaica, and of course Ocean Cay, which is MSC's private island, before returning to Miami. MSC's flagship is the first Seaside Evo class ship, an evolution over the two other Seaside class ships, MSC Seaside and MSC Seaview. MSC Seashore has a guest capacity of 4,540 and is over 170,000 gross tons. Have fun, be safe. Carnival Cruise Line's onboard and pre-boarding health protocols will remain in place into the new year. Guests who wish to sail on board a Carnival cruise ship will need to be fully vaccinated for sailings through February 2022. It means that all guests on board above the age of 12 must be fully vaccinated at least 14 days before sailing. The cruise line has also confirmed that guests who require oxygen for medical reasons are not permitted to sail and will not be allowed to sail until March 2022. Carnival Cruise Line will likely not be entertaining exemption requests for sailings in 2022. The reasoning is that the cruise line expects the FDA to approve vaccinations for kids aged 5 to 11 soon, and that kids could be able to be vaccinated before the holiday season. For now, vaccine exemptions will only be available on a minimal basis for kids under 12 years old on Caribbean cruises through December 31st, 2021. Lots of changes on the Carnival protocols, so do make sure you check all the protocols from the cruise line. And if you have an upcoming cruise, it is important to make sure you check for official communications from the cruise line. It's all very fluid indeed. You can read the full article over on cruisehive.com. Princess Cruises has made another significant step in bringing its fleet back into service, with Majestic Princess becoming the second in the fleet to begin sailings from Los Angeles, California. So after completing a partial season in Alaska, the vessel welcomed guests at the port of Los Angeles on October 6 to begin 14 round-trip departures through the end of the year. The itineraries include calls in the Mexican Riviera, California coast, and the West Coast, ranging from 3 to 10 days. Wow, those sound really good. Princess Cruises has been sailing from Los Angeles since 1965, wow, and is the leading cruise operator on the West Coast. The cruise line contributed $594 million to the economy of Los Angeles in 2019 and is an essential part of the cruise industry, with over 700 ship visits in LA over the past decade. Wow. Alright, the Royal Class vessel is 143,700 gross tons and first entered service in March 2017, so she is a fairly new cruise ship. The ship has a guest capacity of 3,560 along with 1,346 international crew members. So those are just some of the major cruise news stories from the week. We've got even more over on cruisehive.com, including MSC Cruises being approved to restart operations from another 2 countries, a major rebrand for Costa Cruises, iconic funnel removed from former Carnival cruise ship, Carnival Liberty receives new livery, construction begins on second MSC luxury cruise ship, and we've got much more all over on the website. It's just another busy week in the cruise industry. Every week is a busy week, right? Do feel free to post a comment below to let us know what you think on any of the stories. And if you did find the video informative at all, then please do hit that like button and subscribe to the Cruise Hive YouTube channel. And just one more thing, we've launched the new Cruise Hive message boards, so do head on over to discuss all things cruise. We've got the link on that further down below. I'm Emrys from cruisehive.com. Thanks again everyone for your time, and I'll see you all soon.